been a minute. Wow, okay, so I'm just gonna update a little bit. Also, I'm gonna make another video here in a minute, but this update is gonna be more about kind of the state of myself in this world, mixed with the state that I've personally seen or recognized the world as being in, and maybe the contrasting aspects and also the similar aspects as well. So it's been an interesting past little bit because collectively I can feel the energy shifts that we're moving through. I can feel the consciousness shifts that we're moving through. I can feel how the population who chooses to experience this life in a new way, how they will start to manifest a new life in a new way. I can also see how through my own desire to manifest a new life, my world has been changing, maybe not on an external level just yet to reflect it, but on an internal level, my world has been shifting in drastic measures. Like I feel emotional right now, even just thinking about it. Like seriously, it's something that is very powerful. And the emotions that have been coming through me have been these just tears of ecstasy, and then tears of sadness, which then transmute themselves into tears of ecstasy. Because basically what I've done is I've learned techniques to be able to release bottled emotions. And then through doing these techniques, which I'll make videos on also, through doing these techniques, I've been just experiencing these massive like releases of emotion and feeling and thought and love. One of my practices that I've been doing has been to recognize the love in every situation as deeply as I possibly can. And in recognizing the love in every situation, you then, for one, transmute the negative. Isn't that funny how that happens, right as I'm saying that? It's just, it's love, it's love. The answer to all of your problems and your questions and everything that you've been going through in your life is love. The way to salvation is love. Even healing is done through love. Everything is done through love. Even negative emotions, even negative thoughts, feelings, actions, or any of that, all that stuff is all done through love too. Even treachery in the world is still love. It's love being distorted and then represented through whatever negative action that you call negative, when in reality negative and positive are just two poles of the same thing. And through recognizing that is where you find love. Love is found through seeing, understanding, recognizing that your perception, your perspective is what is causing you to feel what you are feeling about life. If you're seeing evil in the world everywhere, then most likely there's a lot of evil, quote unquote. It's not really evil because it's easily transmuted, but there's a lot of evil that's still repressed inside of you. It gets to a point where when you walk in the world, and speaking of walking, you know, it's pretty cold out, but I'm still barefoot. Point being is to transmute energy and move through different feelings and thoughts. Also, one of the reasons why I do this in the cold is because it actually, through putting my body through kind of not too much pain or suffering or anything like that, because this isn't painful for me or suffering. I mean, at one point when I was doing it, it was a little bit, but now it's not like that. It's more like, and I'm speaking on multiple levels right now, so just recognize that too. Speaking about both my life and what I'm doing right now and the collective at the same time. So But basically through barefoot walking, barefoot walking is basically just reducing the padding or distance between you and the earth so that you can shift or move your vibrational frequency closer to the earth's vibrational frequency. A lot of people talk about now how the earth is moving or shifting into the fourth dimension, 4D consciousness, and how everybody's consciousness is shifting with that. And one of the best ways to be able to connect with that shift in consciousness is to ground yourself on the earth and to just do some nature walking, maybe next to a river or something like that. The water really helps to move or flow emotions as well. Anyways, going back to the practice of the unconditional loving and the practice of finding the love in every single situation that I see myself in. I'm actually going to go this way. The practice of doing that. Whew, okay, I just stepped on something. Anyways, the practice of seeing the unconditional love in everything, meaning to recognize that every single thing that you see in this world is part of what many would call God's grace, or the unconditional loving nature of the infinite creator, or the beauty and glory of what is behind all thought forms. Point being though is that there's always a glimpse, spot, or piece of love in every single situation, thought, feeling, action, deed, injustice, justice, whatever. There's always love there to find. And it takes a conscious decision to shift your attention from seeing things in whatever way that the ego wants you to see it, to seeing it in a way that is resonant with the unconditional love that vibrates through everything. This takes a little bit of conscious attention shifting. And what I mean by this is that you have to consciously understand when you're, and this is by using your feelings as your guideposts. One of the things that I tell people a lot is that unconditional love is like the goal, or it's like the sun. Unconditional love is like the destination. The vehicle to get to your destination is the heart, your feelings. The vehicle to get to your destination is the emotions and the experience of emotions. And the GPS system to get you there would be your thoughts and your perspective, where you put your attention. So if you focus your attention directly on unconditional love only, then your vehicle, which is your mind, body, spirit complex in this reality lifetime, will move towards that thing that you put your attention onto. Your attention is, and I made a video about this before, but your attention is where your energy goes. Your energy goes where your attention flows. So if you're constantly redirecting your attention to how terrible your life is and how you're in so much pain and suffering all the time, and how